Solo adventure for me today. I'm heading to Devil's Slide, that is in Pacifica. Stop for some coffee at the Abbey, and then I'm gonna head to Devil's Slide and see if I can find parking. So I just left the Abbey and I got my coffee and my breakfast treat, and I just wanted to share it. Look at this thing, it's warmed up, it's strawberry, looks delicious. The Abbey is a cute little coffee shop that is connected to a church on Mission Street in Santa Cruz, and I think it's totally underrated. Before the pandemic, Abe and I would come here, and they have open mic nights, music, there's lots of space. They're just starting to open up again. I don't even think they're doing open mic nights, but definitely a place to come to if you're local. It's super cool. Okay, with coffee in hand, it's time to hit the road. It was about an hour and a half, an hour and 40-minute drive to get here, but I finally made it. Devil's Slide. Yeah, the parking lot fits about 8 or 9 cars. It's a Tuesday, so I was able to get a parking. I imagine on the weekend it gets pretty packed. So when I adventure with Abe, I'm usually the one who's up for it, and he's the one who gets anxious. But you know, when I go alone, there's anxiety there as a woman, and I have a lot of friends who want to go but won't go alone for the same reasons. I think it's important to acknowledge that too. You know, I still go despite getting anxiety or feeling worried about being somewhere alone. I just figure that if I wait around for somebody to always go with me, then I'll never go. I had today off of work, and it's a Tuesday and everybody's working. So if I waited around, I wouldn't be doing something until the evening, or probably more likely not at all today. I would stay local. I'd go walk to the beach, which is fine. But when I want to adventure, it just ends up holding me back. So I don't do it. Despite feeling that way, I go anyway. And while I'm on the trail, a lot of the time I do feel anxiety. I notice that I listen to sounds more. I'm more jumpy at sounds that come up than if I'm with a group. But I have to do it despite that, I tell myself, because I don't want to be someone who doesn't go places. And I never regret going after. I go home and yeah, there's anxiety there, but it's always been a cool adventure, and I'm always glad I do it. So I guess I want to say I encourage you ladies out there to go alone, safely, of course. I have a walking stick today. I also have another weapon on me, which is, you know, what I normally carry when I come out here. So I encourage you to be safe about it, but don't let those things stop you. Don't let people freaking you out about something that could happen stop you from adventuring. It's always worth the adventure. So I know it's expensive. Trust me, if anybody knows, I know. But California is so not overrated. Every hike I'm on in my own backyard is always so flippin' amazing. It never ceases to amaze me. Every time. This is our trail. Right behind me, we have a nest of peregrine falcons. I couldn't really see them, but there's bunches of people gathered, and there's a guy right back there. You can see him. He has a nice long range camera, and so he's taking pictures of the 3 babies that are in the nest. They're waiting for the mom and dad to come back with food. So that's pretty exciting. Back to the car, and it was a great hike. It was a little over 3 miles, and ocean views the whole time. Definitely a great family hike. Definitely a dog-friendly hike. Now it's time for after hike kombucha. Best part of the hike. Make sure it doesn't splash on me. Cheers, friends. Ooh, that's good. I haven't had this one yet. Passionberry Bliss. Tangy, pretty good. Even though I rarely do Taco Bell, I'm gonna do Taco Bell today so I can get some footage inside the Pacifica Taco Bell. I hear good things about it. It's supposed to be the nicest one around. Let's go check it out. Is that beer on tap I see? I found out there is a cemetery from 1868 right nearby, so I'm swinging by to check it out. This cemetery is quite interesting. Doesn't seem to be that there's a lot of burials here. Feels very much like a natural trail. Flowers everywhere. It's very beautiful. I haven't seen a ton of older stones. I saw a few. I actually saw some much newer stones as well. It looks like I'm coming upon a couple of older ones. I'm almost done with my day trip. I'm on Highway 1 and I'm stopping real quick so you can see one of my favorite parts of Highway 1. All the kite surfers. And finally, no road trip is complete without a stop at Swantonberry Farm.